Hello everybody, this is Mika from dmcx.com and today I'm going to talk about Vincenzo Nibali Trek Imonda SLR Disc 2021. I'm going to focus on the geometry of the bike, the sizing and the fitting of Vincenzo on his new bike for the year 2021. So before we go along, I just want to warn you, please treat this video as a chat over a coffee with some friends. So there are no footage of the bike, no footage of the rider, and even no footage of the rider riding his bike. It's just plain technical, nerdy talk, and the only things I will show here is the sketch of the specific bike of Vincenzo. So I don't want to waste anybody's time. If it's what you are looking for, let's enjoy together the ride as I would as a pun. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. I'm going to talk about Vincenzo bike for the season 2020 and 2021 because he just received his new bike as of June 2020. He got the new model, which is a 2021 model. So he's riding on the Trek Imonda SLR disc, and the size of the bike is a size 56 centimeter. So I'm going to describe a little bit more about the frame geometry and the specific setting. So, as you know, you're probably a fan of Vincenzo. He's an excellent rider, especially a very, very good climber, and even better downhiller. And it is a great show to watch him racing. Of course, he's a complete rider, and because of this very high skill, he did win 2 Giro and 1 Tour de France. So he's not an amateur, right? He's one of the best riders out there. So I'm saying this because I really like Vincenzo's style. He's a complete stylish rider, but I mean, style is not what really matters in cycling. You have to be performant, of course, but because he got this kind of Italian Latin class of riding, it's really something nice to watch him riding. He's like the way he's sitting on the bike, his position is really nice. It looks like a classic rider. I really like this. So when I describe a classic rider, is not using too long extension of the seat post. So the balance looks kind of just right. It's not too tall seat post going out of the frame and not too long. So I really like that. It looks like just the proportions are really good out there. And the Trek frame is also very good design. So it looks very good on this new bike 2021. So let's jump into the bike size of our legend rider of Vincenzo Nibali. So Vincenzo is 1.81 m. So that's kind of average now for the peloton riders. Most of them are over 1.80 m. So he's riding on the size 56 with a stem of 130 mm. The handlebar is 420 mm. The crank lengths are 172.5 mm. And then the distance from the center of the bottom bracket to the top of the saddle is 758 mm. This is very precise, and this information is from Mr. Nibali himself. So that's very interesting to see some riders actually know exactly their optimum position. Well, it's probably, when you get to the level of Vincenzo, is like once you start to win major Grand Tours, you start to make memo of what did make you win and what did participate you to be efficient. And this is the case here. He knows whatever the bike is going to ride, his setting of the saddle is 758 mm. And that put the distance approximately to 600 mm from the front of the saddle to the axle of the handlebar. 600 mm. So this is very interesting because he did select the size 56 centimeters. Trek does recommend this frame size for a rider measuring from 1.74 m to 1.80 m. So this is very short. This is very short window, very specific, right? It's like you got only wow, from 174 to 180, this is very short. Wow, okay. So anyway, so as if you look at any of my videos, it's always the case. Pro riders pick up one size or sometimes even two sizes down to the recommended size of the manufacturer. So here, it's not really big shot down, right? It's like he's just 1 millimeter over the fence. So obviously for a pro rider, most of the time they prefer to have a shorter frame, especially for the head tube lanes. So on the Trek, it's by memory, it's 151 millimeters length of the head tube on that size 56, and that's very critical for pro rider because they want to have a shorter head tube, and the reason is they have a lower cockpit, so then the drag is diminished. So that's the reason most of pro riders, one of the reasons they pick up a smaller size. So 1.81 m, he did pick the size 56. Also, it is recommended by the manufacturer for size 58, but then, well, when you are just on the border, it's better to pick up the smaller size. You can play with the components to find your perfect spot of sizing, the positioning. So that's what do the pros, and including Vincenzo Nibali. So this is very, very nice setup. So when I'm saying it's very nice is because we can learn a lot of things from observing the pro. So it's like they want to be lower and actually a longer position. So that's why most of them use longer stem. So they decrease the drag with this. So it's all in the marginal gains, but that's huge. And that's exactly what he's doing Trek with this new frame. The frame is not really much new in terms of frame design, geometry and the sizing. It's the main new things on this new frame of the Emonda SLR 2021 model is just the tube shapes are different than the previous model, which give a better aerodynamic shape and also a stiffer frame. That's the main difference with the previous model. So all is about marginal gain, but then it's like when you're on the frame which is like under 700 grams, you don't have much room to improve things, right? So on this frame with the aerodynamics optimized, and then the rider optimized his sitting and his position. So we know that actually the drag is the biggest hurdle for rider over the speed of 20 kilometers per hour. So everything counts here. So I think I've been around the positioning. So maybe I'll go quickly around the frame sizing. So the chainstay is 410 millimeters, which is kind of long for a road racing bike, but these days the trend is going for longer chainstay, and this is very interesting. The size 56 and so on for the longer, the bigger frame also have 410 millimeters chainstay, so it does not make a big difference between the 58 and 56 in terms of wheelbase. The wheelbase is 981 millimeters. The fork rake is 40 millimeters with a trail of 58 millimeters. The head angle is 73.5, the seat tube angle is 73.3 millimeters, the top tube length is 559 millimeters. This is where comes the frame size denomination of 56 centimeters or 560 millimeters. And then the BB drop is 70 millimeters, which became the norm, the new norm basically. It's like 70 millimeters BB drop. You are in a modern frame design. And so yeah, maybe I can talk about the frame stack is 563 millimeters for what it's worth. So if you are 1.81 m and you are wondering if you should go for size 56 or size 58, make sure you try both frames if you can, if you have the frames both size available to you. Otherwise, I would recommend you to pick up the smaller size and then you play with the components. But here it's all depends of each person because we are all different. Even if you are tall, if you are 1.81 m tall, we know that the legs and the arms, the upper body are all different. So, and the stiffness or the softness of the body is also different. So here again, it's like it's not everybody the same. Pick the right size for you if you feel comfortable for 56, if you are 1 m, and so on. Okay, I think I've been through the specific sizing. Maybe I go briefly over the components. Well, the Trek Segafredo team is sponsored by I lost my bearings. SRAM. So the bikes, all the bikes are equipped with the SRAM Red E-Tap AXS. It is a 12-speed group set. This is very interesting because it is. Why I'm saying it is interesting? It is interesting. It is because the group set is electric shifting but wireless. So it's really easy for the mechanics to set up the bikes. They just put the components and they just synchronize everything, and that's it. It works. So disc brake for the team Trek Segafredo, and it is very interesting because, as I always tell in my videos or blog post or podcast, whichever you're following, but if you are here, it's probably because you are watching the videos. So the Grand Tour winners are all on rim brakes, and now we observe Vincenzo Nibali on disc brakes. So this is going to be very interesting. We'll see if he can win a Grand Tour with disc brakes. This will be a first. So he's on the disc brakes. The wheels are from Bontrager, the sister company of Trek. That's the rim height is going to depend of the race profile, obviously. So most of the time the bike is set with a 47 mm rim height. That's the Aeolus 4X wheels, and they are tubular wheels, and they are fitted with Pirelli tubulars. That's going to be very interesting also to observe. That's the Pirelli P0's Velo 25C of the section of the tire. By the way, the frame can accept up to 28 mm tire clearance, but you still have some room. So you can. It's all up to you. On paper, it's 28 mm section clearance on the frame of the 2021 Emonda, but you got up to 40 mm room out there. So it's up to you. Back to the components. So everything is Shimano for the gears, Bontrager for the components. So the stem and bar are Bontrager Aeolus Pro. Seat post is a Bontrager carbon seat mass. It is 20 mm offset for Vincenzo. And the pedals are from Shimano Dura-Ace, the SPD R9100, that's the current model. The computer is from Garmin, that's the Edge 830. The saddle is from Bontrager, and that's also, I think, let me double check. The saddle is a Aeolus Pro, and the size is a 250 millimeter by 145 millimeters. Right. I think I've been through everything. If you have any question related to what I talk in this video, please send me a message and I will make sure to cover this and reply to you accurately as much as I can. And thank you very much for watching. If you want to see more content like this, please check those videos after, and see you on the another side. Thank you.